It's not.
All right, Project 85 square body. My son bought this as a project. As you can see, it needs a lot of work, and that's the entire point of a project. So, 2 owners, his dad and himself. It's got 100,000 miles on it, so looks worse than it actually is. I'm not sure how good he was at maintenance, but we are going to do a couple things. Oil change, coolant flush, and plugs. The cap and wires look pretty good, and an air filter. So that's where we're at. Let's get started. If you know, you know. Hopefully you can hear me. Not bad, needs a little TLC. But yeah, of course you cut the mufflers off, but we got some exhaust coming.
Try to get it all the way seated, bro.
Yep. We're learning today, boys. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Are you tightening, bub?
Oh, I imagine you're supposed to have it on the...
All right, now that we got that bolt that was torqued to 90 foot-pounds, it's a 9/16, I think, is what we ended up using. Excuse the heavy breathing. There we go. Don't drop that in there, Bubba. Toss. There you go. All right, we'll let that shit drain, and it's pouring down rain here, so both our legs are getting soaking wet. But if you wait for good weather in Washington to do anything, you ain't getting anything done. So we just deal with what we got here. All right, guys, make sure you inspect the threads always. Unfortunately, my son got excited and went and bought all this stuff himself after work, so he didn't get a new crush washer. So we are going to use this one again, and yeah, that's life. All right, forgive the film quality here because we are underneath this thing. We have a slow drip, a leaky ass truck, and a dirty ass oil filter that we're going to take off next. So we'll clean that up. I like to, you don't have to, we like to. We're installing this bolt very next thing before we even take that filter off, so that way we don't run into the age-old problem of throwing oil in this and watching it drain out all in the driveway here. Got her on here?
Oh, well, this looks like we want fucking... Yeah, I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing. I don't have a fucking clue. Oh my God.
Alright, well, the old rubber band man style just wasn't getting it, so we had to get the old jaws of life to break that guy loose. So he's draining it now, and then we're gonna drop it down the middle there. I mean, you get the gist. It's a standard oil change. It's just old and crusty. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, make sure you got your appropriate oil, your appropriate filter. This one just happens to be 1060, I believe is the part number. Yes, sir. There you go. Fill the filter, get a little oil around the seal, install the filter. Super simple. All right, guys and girls, lube up the filter, fill up the filter. Obviously, it's going to absorb into the filter, so you're going to need more than you think, little bits at a time. You'll see it start to absorb. It's a vertical style. It doesn't really matter. You're going to put it up in there, turn it up, hand tight, small turn, more than enough. All right, nice and easy. Just do a little bit at a time. Do a little bit, let it set. Let me look underneath, make sure it ain't spilling out. Pause. Don't forget to check for leaks. Filter is installed. Putting new oil in now. Plug looks good. Don't go full ham. We'll go a little bit of that. And then we will check the level and go from there. All right, time for the plugs. Pulled the first one out. And Chevy recommends 35. So that is what came out of it. Not horrible, not the best. So my shims didn't go to 35, so I had this little handy dandy tool here. So 35 on the money. We're gonna gap all these at 35, replace them one by one. All right, first plug's in, and yeah, we're good to go. Our torque spec is Bob's your uncle, because this is not a Range Rover. This is an 85 Chevy Scottsdale. So yeah, a little over hand tight is what we went. So, and that'll be sufficient. One at a time, slowly but surely. Like I said, we're doing basically mimicking what the plugs were originally. We are not torquing these, and hopefully we don't regret that later, which we won't, because it's 30 something years old and it runs like a dream. All right, working on the fourth one. Work in progress. Pouring down rain here. Said that like 8 times. We don't give a shit around here. Let's get her done. All right, 7 down. We're all gapped up. He's putting the last one in now. Guys, this was super simple. So he's learning, I'm helping. Victory, I think a victory is in order. All right, that last one took a wobbly socket. So remove that off the air intake and it goes into the manifold and it give you better access. So need a little deal like this. Got it. Threading the new one in now. Oh, guys, this wasn't much, but it was something. So me and my son got a little time together, and yeah, it's done. We'll fire it up after this and go from there. It's just a little preventive maintenance. Plugs. We'll flush the coolant system later. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.